Welcome everyone. In this video we will see 7 biblical facts that science later proved to be true. For the last few centuries, science has been always changing and disproving various theories. But the Bible and its facts have remained the same. There are many facts in the Bible that science later proved to be true. Number 1. The earth is round. Isaiah 40:22. He sits enthroned above the circle of the earth, and its people are like grasshoppers. He stretches out the heavens like a canopy and spreads them out like a tent to live in. Many great early thinkers thought that the world was flat, that there would be a point where we would get to the end of the earth and fall off. The Bible, on the other hand, states that God sits enthroned above the circle of the earth and that He has inscribed a circle on the surface of the waters at the boundary of light and darkness, revealing the truth well before Eratosthenes presented the idea that the earth was in fact spherical in 240 BC. While most modern Bible versions translate the Hebrew word kug as circle, a good case can be made that sphere was the sense intended by the original Hebrew. A sphere appears as a circle when seen from above, and indeed from whatever direction it is viewed. Number 2. The earth is held in place by gravitational forces. Job 26:7. He spreads out the northern skies over empty space. He suspends the earth over nothing. Since ancient times, mankind believed with great conviction that the earth had to be suspended on something. Some believed that the earth was sitting on the back of a turtle and that turtle was standing on a serpent. Others believed that the great Greek god Atlas was holding the earth himself. Still others believed the world was flat, surrounded by a dome from which the stars were hanging on strings. Eventually, mankind understood gravity and outer space with Isaac Newton's revelations about gravity, called the Universal Law of Gravitation, published in 1687. But the Bible affirms that God hangs the earth on nothing. This early explanation of gravitational forces has only been affirmed in recent centuries, but again shows the profound knowledge the Bible displayed. The book of Job in the Bible has been carbon dated as the oldest book of the Bible at 3,500 years old. Job, the author, was a shepherd and raised livestock for a living. He was not a scientific genius that looked up into the night sky and realized about the earth's nature as he lived in the Bronze Age, and the only tools available to him were simple machines of metal. As with every other book of the Bible, Job was not written from Job's own thoughts, but through revelation from the Creator. Job was able to write about the true nature of creation. By far, God's word preceded mankind's understanding. Number 3. Air has weight. Job 28:25. When he established the force of the wind and measured out the waters. We cannot see air with the naked eye, so the logical conclusion would be to believe that air has no weight. Eventually, Galileo Galilei managed to disprove this assumption, but long before him, 4,000 years ago, the book of Job in the Bible revealed that God imparted weight to the wind and assessed the waters by measure. It is debatable whether Galileo knew what the Bible stated before he proved it to be true. In recent years, meteorologists have calculated that the average thunderstorm holds thousands of tons of rain, and to carry this load, air must have mass, which we know, not only because we can feel it when the wind blows, but strong winds can cause large trees to topple over. Anything with mass has weight. Number 4. Mountains under the sea. Jonah 2:6. To the roots of the mountains I sank down. The earth beneath barred me in forever. But you, Lord my God, brought my life up from the pit. Only recently scientists have found new mountains deep under the sea, which have clearly always been there. But only now, with the right technology at our disposal, have we been able to prove their existence. Jonah's experience with the big fish seems legendary, but whilst recalling his time underneath the ocean, he writes, I descended to the base of the mountains. The earth with its bars was around me forever. It is clear that Jonah went to the very depths of the sea to make such a statement. Number 5. Water cycle. Job 26:8. He wraps up the waters in his clouds, yet the clouds do not burst under their weight. Job 36:27. He draws up the drops of water, which distill as rain to the streams. Job 36:28. The clouds pour down the moisture, and abundant showers fall on mankind. Draws up drops of water is evaporation. Clouds pour down the moisture is condensation. Distill as rain to the streams is precipitation. Though it is common knowledge now, mankind did not come to understand the water cycle until about 400 years ago, throughout the 1670s, until through extensive research and experimentation carried out by two French scientists, Pierre Perault and Edme Marriotte. 4,000 years ago, the Bible declared that God draws up drops of water which distill as rain from the mist, which the clouds drop down and pour abundantly on man. The ancient observed mighty rivers flowing into the ocean, but they could not conceive why the sea level never rose. Though they observed rainfall, they had only quaint theories as to its origin. It wasn't until the 16th century that Pierre Perault, who measured the precipitation and the water in the Seine basin in France, demonstrated that several times more rain fell than there was water in the river. Yet, many centuries before Pierre Perault, God asked Job if he knew how fragile clouds manage to support water that can be many times heavier than air. Evaporation and precipitation are also mentioned in the Psalms and in the book of Isaiah. Although this cycle pretty much sustains life on the earth, it wasn't scientifically proven until only about 300 years ago. But the Bible mentioned it several times thousands of years ago, written by men with no profound scientific understanding. Number 6. The Earth's core. Job 28:5. The earth from which food comes is transformed below as by fire. Job writes that the earth is transformed below by fire, that underneath it is turned over like fire. We know that it is hot inside the earth. The earth's interior is composed of 4 layers, 3 solid and 1 liquid, not magma but molten metal, which is nearly as hot as the surface of the sun. Number 7. The blood is the source of life. Leviticus 17:11. For the life of a creature is in the blood, and I have given it to you to make atonement for yourself on the altar. It is the blood that makes atonement for one's life. Till 120 years ago, sick people were bled, and many died because of that practice. A process known as bloodletting that was used to attempt to cure diseases by the withdrawal of blood in mass, and traces its roots back to ancient Egypt. Whilst giving the law to the Israelites in Leviticus, God informed Moses that the life of the flesh is in the blood. Blood is a body fluid in humans and other animals that delivers essential substances such as nutrients and oxygen to the cells, supports the body's temperature, and moves waste products away from those same cells. There is no better way to describe the function of blood in relation to the human body than to say the life of the flesh is in the blood, stated by the Bible. In 1616, William Harvey discovered that blood circulation is the key factor in physical life. And the great biological truth about the importance of blood in our body's mechanism has been fully comprehended only in recent years, but almost 3,500 years ago, the Bible mentioned this fact that blood is the source of life. Scientific foreknowledge found only in the Bible offers one more piece to the collective proof that the Bible is truly the inspired word of the Creator. Jeremiah 10:12. But God made the earth by His power. He founded the world by His wisdom and stretched out the heavens by His understanding. Thanks for watching. God bless you all.